Why does 55% of the world's oil lie in the Middle East? What makes this region so unique? A Middle East is a total enigma. On one hand, there's mind-blowing luxury gold, plated everything, skyscrapers shooting into the clouds. On the other, crushing poverty villages with no electricity, families struggling to eat. It's one of the most turbulent places on earth. And the root of it all, the ground here doesn't just hold water, it bleeds oil. Over 55% of the world's proven oil reserves sit under these deserts. While other countries drill like they are squeezing juice from rocks here, oil gushes up like tapping a groundwater well. So why does the Middle East have so much of it? Agree. Oil forms in oceans over 7 millions of years. Here's the gist. When marine life fish, plants, algae, plankton, their bodies pile up on the seafloor. First, go through biochemical chaos, hydrolysis, fermentation. The easy stuff breaks down while complex organics clump together to form keratinous sort of pre-oil goop. And over time, sediments pile higher, burying the skunk deeper. The environment turns from oxygen-rich to oil oxygen-free. Pressures skyrockets, temperatures soar. Next comes phase 2, submerged oceans thanks to tectonic shifts. Dry up leaving behind sedimentary basins, nature's own leak-proof oil tanks. These basins soak up heat from the Earth's mantle. The pressure, that keratin undergoes wild chemical reactions, transforming over millions of. Iron is weird stuff heavy. Insoluble polymer in sedimentary rocks, made of carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur. Its makeup depends on its source. Algae-based keratin is rich in hydrogen. Land-based stuff has more oxygen. But here's the key, it's the mother of oil and gas. Underground, under even more heat and pressure, keratin breaks down by thermomaturation magic that makes oil and gas. Between 6200, it pumps out oil in, what's called the oil window. Depending on temp, pressure, and keratin type, you get coal, crude, or natural gas. What's the real link between oil and the Middle East? Turns out, 100 to 150 million years ago, today's Middle East was part of the Tethys Ocean, a huge, warm, shallow sea teeming with plankton, algae, and marine life. Think of it as a super factory churning out oil's raw materials. This biodiversity explosion laid the first brick for the region's oil wealth. Then plate tectonics kicked in. The Tethys Ocean closed up. The Middle East Sea slowly rose, dried out, and formed sedimentary basins giant. Natural oil traps that locked in organic matter, stopping it from oxidizing or spreading out. These basins became perfect storage lockers for what would become oil. But that's not all. For eons after oil formed, the Middle East geology stayed stable. Massive flows, no huge cracks tearing up the ground, so the oil stayed put, safely sealed in underground reservoirs. Add in the region's arid climate. Droughts mean almost no water to mess with the oil. Product oil is always its worst enemy. Too much groundwater dilutes it, washes it away, or leaches it out of rock pores. But here, the dry air acts like a shield, keeping the oil untouched. All these factors collided, making the Middle East the biggest known oil hub on Earth where oil flows easier than groundwater. Yet for all the wealth oil brings to Middle Eastern nations, it can't quench the region's fires. Oil puts the Middle East at the center of geopolitical wars, leaving civilians in endless crisis. Kids grow up hearing bombs, not lullabies. When will oil build schools instead of tanks? Peace, that's the real treasure we all need.